What up, cappers, gamblers, punters, hustlers, low baggers? Happy Tuesday, July 28th to all of you. Thank you for watching Betting with the Bag, brought to you by odds.com here on the Odds HQ YouTube page. And with the Yankees postponing, the Marlins postponing, there is fear that we legitimately have about our baseball season not being long for this world. In that case, let's hammer and enjoy every second of it because it may not be here for as long as we want it to be, but it's here right now, so let's cap. Shout out to all the cappers in the chat. We got Mark Unkefer ready to get to work. Actually, some guys were dropping some comments in the chat, hours ago and last night and stuff like that get erased. Jigga909, shout out to you, my man, who was giving love. I know it's a race now, but let me give you a shout out because I caught it. Jerry Beatty in the house. Jack Burkinal ready to get to work. There's Dave Singh ready to go. Michael Ervalina in the house. Viper NB. Jimmy CC. Lamont Williams ready to get to work. There's Slats 45. Slats 45 says, as long as Dodgers don't spend all game drilling Astro hitters, they are the play with Buehler, the true ace of the staff. First five in full game, huge revenge spot. I'm just first five. I've already locked it in. I got minus 135 at Bet365. We'll see where that is, but I agree completely with our guy Slats 45. And it's early in the year, and I'm focusing on first five. So I've been burnt in full games. We're going to go over the record so far this year and all of that stuff. But I agree with you, Slats. I jumped in on the Dodgers. I think Valdez is susceptible. I think the Dodgers care about this game much more than the Astros. So I'm with you. I like the fact that they lost 2 straight games and we get a slight favorite with Buehler on the mound. Comfortable with that. Very comfortable with that. There's Reese ready to get to work. JL says, yeah, there's JL. JL, let's get JL's post up here. JL agreeing. Dewey Mania, Brewers or Braves, first 5 over 5. Nate Dogg in the house. Miss you, Nate Dogg. Great to see you. Strong lean on the Blue Jays. There's a Schnizzle, Canascat, Ron Crawford, Dewey Mania, Von Polo, Dennis Garcia, Baltimore plus 175 on Saturday. Improves record to 2-2 plus 0.65 units. Yeah, man, Baltimore. I think we should take advantage of bad baseball teams like the Red Sox are. But I hear you. We're eating. We are eating off the Orioles thus far. MMA locker room ready to get to work. Spencer Penny G. Spenny Penny Bombs. Al Hard. Von Post says, I don't think it's fair that we abandoned our horse family that held us down for 4 months just because sports came back. I certainly don't feel like I've abandoned our horse family. And we are going back Saturday, August 8th for the Travers. Baseball may not be here for long. I don't feel that way, Von Polo. But I miss it. Look, I miss it. We're back in action in 10 days for a big Travers Stakes Day. I hear you, though, man. I hear you. And if more people spoke like that, Von Polo, obviously it wouldn't have happened. But there was just a handful of people, But look, it's your show. That's the difference from now and where I worked in the past. It's your show. You guys have the power. We wanted to get baseball rolling. And we have there's Sammy B in the house. Raj Desai ready to get to work. DX Filer, Gerald Jones. What a great group. Make sure I got it. Ricky Bobby, City Boy Mills, Buzz Nuts, Frank Vega, Arthur Meade Jr. in the house. Drew Martin. There's Drew Martin joining us. Big Ragu making moves. Skywalker OG. All right. Okay, Skywalker OG. Hope that brings you happiness. Brian Kendall in the house. All right. David Chamilio and Michael Ervalina saying, Twilight said, take the over in every Brewers and Twins game. It's been perfect so far this season. He did. Shaquille Bell. And now there's Matt Randall, star of the Taint play today. Maxwell Smart, Dav Fenn. All right. Sean Mosler, Jr., Beach Boss. What a great group. Aunt L's already on the Dodgers minus 125 and Blue Jays plus 133. Great to see Aunt L here in the chat. We need Aunt L on this show. Raymond Reichart ready to get to work. So let's just pop up some of the looks here of everybody's action. I just did 1 unit on that bet. I just did 1 unit on that Dodgers first 5. But look, Ant's going full game with no fear. Mr. Gogster ready to get to work. All right. David Chamilio on St. Louis here. Maxwell Smart, a legend in the house. All right, let's get to work, shall we? Okay. Let's get this all up here, and let's go. Let's go. Anthony L. Reds minus 113. Maxwell Smart saying, go Blue Jays, go. All right. And, oh, look at that. Ant L doubled up. Dodgers first 5 run line and full game money line. First 5 run line and full game money line for our Ant L. Okay, let's do it. So, first off, the season, middling, some bad luck in 9th innings. We're sitting 6-6 plus 0.36 units. Our ROI is 3%. Our average line is plus 110. Am I grunting? Apologies. Okay, let's get to work. I've made 3 bets already. I'm close to making a few more. We do know that the Phillies game, Phillies-Yankees, is postponed. Sadly, postponed. There's Robert Cherry in the house. Postponed. So this is coming from Passon. Passon said, it's important to understand that just because the Phillies tests have come back clean today doesn't clear them. The incubation period for coronavirus per the CDC is up to 14 days. No positives today doesn't mean there are no positives. A good initial sign, though. Yes, Juan Polo. Yes, Juan Polo, my friend. And we're certainly going to be doing that on Saturday, August 8th. Gerardo Hernandez in the house. There's Dave Burke. Berkey, baby, ready to get to work. Okay. So that's the – yes, and Brian Kendall saying Soto the 1 negative test. But, I mean, just from the tests after the Phillies-Marlins series. I don't see why they would, JL. What is that plunking? JL saying any thoughts on Dodgers plunking batters early? I don't see the point of it. I don't see how that – and Anthony L says, whenever we get a line, bet the Mets. The Red Sox are a gutless shell of a team. That's from our Anthony L. There's Shane Snary in the house. Ilya Katz, Jerry Beatty. All right. Let's get to work. Matt Randall, 12-6 in MLB. Taint, 0-1. It's okay. We believe in the Taint. We will always believe in the Taint. All right. Baseball's here right now. So let's enjoy every second of it, cap the shit out of it, and be thankful. There's Danny Moore in the house. Great to see you, Danny. And we have a spreadsheet play, an early spreadsheet play. Washington minus 140. So we have a Ron Crawford spreadsheet going straight up against Ant L on the Blue Jays. There's Robbie Tagaloa, the Samoan Thunder. DX Filer says, any Vegas gun winners yet? We are keeping a closer eye on everybody's action, DX Filer. You are certainly on the short list. You've been spectacular so far this year. Catch Caleb says, anyone on the Diamondbacks today? Yes, I am. First 5, beat a line move. But let's start rolling through right now. We're going to start with game 1 of the doubleheader. Chicago White Sox, Cleveland Indians, 82 Fahrenheit clear. The wind is going out in almost all stadiums today. This is the one stadium where it is not. And we do have a lineup, a confirmed lineup early here from the Cleveland Indians. It says left to right on RotoWire. It says 11 miles in on Baseball Data. It's up to you guys. Mr. Gokster talking about Lindblom. Hell of a 6-year stint. KBO for Doosan. Yeah, he would. MVP in 2019 and pitcher of the year last year. We'll go over that and love having you in the Jack Gokster, our KBO specialist right there. Michael Ervelina in the house. I love having with you, Mike. Paco Healy ready to get to work. Okay, so we have a confirmed lineup from the Indians. Let's see if we have a confirmed lineup for game 1. We do. We have game 1 confirmed lineups We know what the weather is going to be. Raymond Reichart gets us rolling with cease blows. Let's go. For the White Sox, Tim Anderson, Yohan Moncada, Abreu, Grandal, Encarnacion, Delmonico, Luis Robert, Luis Garcia, Adam Engel. They're going after this win. For the Indians, Hernandez, Ramirez. So this Indians team didn't hit a home run till late in that 3-game series against the Royals. Ramirez hit 2. Those are their only dingers. And we know the White Sox were hitting bombs against the Twins, 3 high-scoring games. I mean, the third game wasn't high-scoring for the White Sox, but we'll get into that later. Lindor, Santana, Mike Freeman, Johnson, Zimmer, Perez, Allen. Woo. Woo. That is an ugly Indians lineup. Melvin Betances locked in Cleveland first 5 money line in game 1. Arthur Meade Jr. telling us Yankees, Phillies canceled. Yes, that is the issue. And here we go. Matt Randall, taint play of the day isn't. Love having Matt Randall's taint play of the day in. Let's get it up here right now. MMA Locker Room is also going with the Indians. Dewey Mania taking the Indians. And we have the taint play of the day in. Braves plus money line. The taint play of the day is in. I'm going to copy and paste that. There's razor sharp picks in the house. Ixnizzle says, I might have to fade my tribe after hearing that opening lineup for game 1. And I get it. All right, I'm going to copy and paste Matt Randall's action. I need to do a lot more copying, pasting because we have Vegas Gun Awards to give out. Jerry Beatty, game 1 is at 3:40 p.m. Eastern. It's in 3 hours and 29 minutes. Game 1. 3 hours and 29 minutes. Beach Boss liking the start that he's got from his Rays, and deservedly so. Okay, White Sox last year had no power against righties. We expect that to change this year. But last year, no power whatsoever against righties. Robert Allen in Cleveland winning game 1. Joe Yurkovich is at 8 out of 9 batting left against Cease. Cease not so great against lefties. Joey Yurkovich, yeah, it's switch hitters. The first 4, Hernandez, Ramirez, Lindor, Santana, and then Freeman, Johnson, Zimmer. And the only righty is a catcher. So that's a good point, Yurkovich. Of course, Joe makes a very, very good point when I'm hammering on this lineup. It's there for a reason. Okay. Eric Farrington. Yes, Ron KC fan is in our chat. He's Ron Crawford in our chat. Ron Crawford. Matt Randall says if Cleveland wins game 1 with that lineup, props, but I bet value, and the value is on the Sox here. There's Joey Work in the house. Great to see you, Joey Work. Okay. Indians hit okay against righties last year. 247, 750 OPS. I'm with Ant L. NL says this game is a pass for me. I'm not laying minus 140 with a much worse lineup. Jordy Nordman in the house. Great to see you, Jordy, my man. Savali did not look very good against the White Sox last year, but he had a great season. 3-4, 2.34 ERA, 1.04 WHIP, 57 2/3, 46 K, 16 walks. Savali last year led for ERA, the lowest ERA in AL among rookies with 50 or more innings. He was very good. Aaron D says, Ant, we miss you. Yeah. Nice seeing Ant L in the house. We need more of Ant L. All right. B says both these pitchers have a chance to be special and live up to the hype this year. Cease, we've been very excited about seeing Cease, and part of the reason why we believed in these White Sox, Pocket like in the Reds to bounce back today. We're going to get into that. This is just game 1 of the doubleheader. Beach Boss talking about Tampa Bay beating Atlanta 14-5. Look, we saw what happened to Fulton Avich as soon as that start was over. They bounced them. There's Billy Brisbane in the house. Let's go. I like it, Billy. All right, then Cease. 14 starts as a rookie last year. 1 came against the Indians in September. 4 runs. Got 11. Allowed 4 runs. 11 strikeouts in 6 2/3. Cobra Sports, maybe a White Sox team total over 4.5 at plus 106. Let's see if there has been market movement. At this point, one thing is I don't love betting doubleheaders, but we know the lineup, so we don't need to act as if we don't know what's going on. But I'm hesitant. And I've been hesitant with the White Sox all year so far. Let's go full game, money lines, totals, see if there's been any market movement. And Indians open up as minus 115 favorites at Bet 365, a 30-cent move towards the Cleveland Indians, minus 145. And that's what Ant was talking about, why he's passing. He doesn't want to take a minus 140 with a worse lineup. Yes, good idea, Tim Montana. Happy belated birthday to our man, Matt Randall, started the taint play of the day. Took his birthday to hand out more winners. There's Chevy Bruh in the house. What up, Chevy Bruh? Nice to see you. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. All right, so one thing that did happen over the 4 months that we had off is I thought my quantity of action was a little too high, so trying to cut it down. I've made 3 bets already. Why don't we talk about this game 2 just briefly? We get to see Carlos Rodon, whom I've lost a lot of money on in his career, coming off Tommy John surgery. First start since May 1st, 2019. He's always pitched the Indians very tough, very tough. Just Santana and Lindor hit off him. Plutko is I almost said bum there. I came close to saying bum. Remember last year, again, White Sox couldn't hit righties, but Indians hit lefties hard. Plutko has been smashed by these White Sox. Shaquille Bell says yes, runs in game 1. And Maxwell Smart giving us some just life lessons there. Just some life lessons there. There's Tremont Productions in the house. Great to see you, Tremont. Look at that. Joey Work. Official plays to start the year plus 4.29 units. Thing of beauty. Thing of beauty. All right, well, we know Matt Randall's on the White Sox game 1. It's not his taint play today, but he's on them. And if the Indians, I mean, do you want, I can't. I don't care what Carlos Rodon's record is against the Indians. I want to see him pitch after being out for so long. Spidey play of the day is in. Spidey play of the day is in. Get that up there. And Ant L saying White Sox over 4.5 at plus 115 does have value. Pop that up too. Spidey plays of the day in. I'm going to copy and paste Spidey's action here from our man Alex Ramirez. Get this up here. Sorry, it's take 1 second. There we go. Copy, paste. I was once very good at this, very quick with my copy and pasting. Copy and pasting. And then my locker room says you change your hat every 30 minutes to your picks. I like it. Okay, let's keep rolling along. We talked about the doubleheader. Phillies, Yankees postponed. Let's go to the Blue Jays Nationals. We're excited about these Jays. Joe Yurkovich says Savali's good and he doesn't allow homers. Big Roo starting in season 3 and 7. He says, you know what that means? That means he's going to get hot. I know what that means. Blue Jays, Nats, 94 Fahrenheit, humid, chance of rain, and 10 miles per hour out to right center. Out to right center. Tanner Roark making his Blue Jays debut in a stadium he knows very well against a team he knows very well. 10-10 last year, split the time between 2 clubs, right? The A's and Reds, right? He finished off with the Reds. 10-10, 4.35 ERA, 1.4 whip, 165 in the third, 158 Ks, 51 walks. And Nate Dogg says 4 new cases with the Marlins. Yes, we're very concerned. Extremely concerned. We need to enjoy Captain Baseball as much as possible right now. MMA locker room, get it. Nate Dogg's on Blue Jays money line. Matt Randall says lean Blue Jays here. Probably will get to the window with it. And L says Blue Jays is the value. All right, Austin Voth. What are we going to get from Austin Voth? is the question. 2-1, 3.30 ERA, 1.05 whip, 43 and 2/3, 44 Ks, 13 walks. The Jays did not hit righties well last year. We expect them to hit righties harder, but no Bo Bichette, tight hamstring, no Randall Grichuk, lower back irritation, and Ken Giles is not there. Our closer, which means we have Anthony Bass closing here in the save. On Monday, Susanna Hutchison in the house. I now follow Susanna Hutchison on Twitter. Nice to have strong female cappers to roll with. What up, Susanna? Great to see you. Anthony else says, remember, the Nats don't have their two best hitters from last year. Soto and Rendon. Beach Boss is on Washington. Susanna Hutchison leaning towards Washington. Dennis Garcia says Washington should have scored 8 runs yesterday. Paco Healy says, I like the under 10 in this game. Problem is, I missed the opener at 10.5. Let's talk about the market moves here with the Nationals Blue Jays. Opened at 10.5 and is now down to 9.5 at a bunch of books. Wow. Nats open at -130. Now sitting at -140 at Bet365. Whew. Back to the Center podcast. Very, very important note there. And we got Spenny Penny Bombs giving us looks here in the NBA scrimmages. Raj Desai doing a little Jays-Rays parlay. And Matt Randall, we love you so much, buddy. Got to get Matt Randall on the show. William McInnes going Jays Nats first 5. Oh, asking about first 5 under 5.5. Well, the issue again, we'll be missing the line. Let's go and see what options we had for first 5 in this. And you're believing in Voth, which is fine. Still getting 5.5s. 5.5s. Interesting. Interesting. Juice to the over. I don't know what Rourke and Voth are going to give us. Voth looked good last year in a small sample size. Oh, beautiful top set in the house. Robert Allen says Diamondbacks are the play today for me. I got them first 5, and we'll talk about that. Manny Leia making moves here. Beach Boss making moves. Let's get everybody's action up on the screen here for you guys. See what everybody's making moves on. And there's Mark Rosado in the house. Great to see you, Mark. All right. Let's keep rolling. So Blue Jays win the opener of the 4-game series 4-1. 4 solo home runs. Some unlucky line drive, double plays for the Nats. We talked about the Nats injuries. Teoscar Hernandez has moved up to the front of the lineup and looked very strong, doing it 2 home runs last game. We talked about Bass replacing Giles. Blue Jays sitting at 2-2. Nats are 1-3. And Michael A. Taylor is not looking good replacing Soto. So the Nats signed Josh Harrison. So we'll probably see Josh Harrison making moves here for these Nats, ex-Pirate Josh Harrison. Okay, there you go. There's Jays Nats. I'll be watching. I can understand making moves on the Jays. I want to see Rourke in action. Wow, Michael Irvelina. Hot off the press. Michael Irvelina giving the hot off the press moves. Wow. Let's just focus on what we have right now. Let's just focus on what we have right now. Cubs, Reds. Let's move over to Cubbies, Reds. See if we have any more confirmed lineups. Probably not. Pretty early for that. Okay. No, that's fine. All right. Cubbies, Reds. Alec Mills versus Tyler Mahle. Cubs 3-1. Nice start to the year. Reds 1-3. Disappointing start. 87 Fahrenheit clear. 6 miles per hour out to right center. Alec Mills, journeyman, soft tosser. Mahle just a disappointment. And JL says Dodgers already minus 150 first 5. Love that. Joe Yurkovich is on the over here, Cubs Reds. Let's talk about the market moves for Cubs Reds. We go full game. Over here quickly. Cubs Reds. Cubbies open up as the favorites. It is shifted. Actually, no. It's minus 110 apiece at Bet365. So a 5-cent move towards the Reds. This total sitting at 10 and a 5-cent move to the over. So not very much going on right now. Jordy Nordman liking the over as well. Anthony L says Reds minus 113. Mills is mediocre at best. I find that appealing. My issue, the reason why I'm hesitant to pull the trigger is we're talking about a Reds team that's now without Moustakas and without Senza. And they're both sick. We don't know if they're tested positive for COVID. And in situations like that, I'm not going to make a move. I know that Vado's hitting hot, but who knows who else is sick? It makes me very hesitant. There's Jimmy Stain in the house. Great to see Jimmy Stain back in action. Brewers Pirates under 9.5. Wine the Fieldhouse says took the Cubs because the Reds pitcher sucks. Molly sucks, but I mean, if you had a choice to have either Alec Mills or Molly on your squad, Molly has much bigger upside. Cubs smashed righties last year, 256, 792 OPS. Reds did not, but they're a much improved lineup. But Moustakas was a big part of that puzzle. Ron Crawford says still have Suarez, added Aquino. Let's see who they expect. What's the expected Reds lineup? Akiyama, Vado, Suarez, Castellanos, Van Meter. They still have Senzel there, but he's sick. Winker, Galvis, Barnhart. There's Shears, man, in the house. Great to see you, Shears. There's a new element to this year's baseball, and that is the virus. And when I hear that Moustakas, this huge piece to the puzzle, is sick, Senzel's sick, that's going to make me stay off. Dennis Garcia says we can stop with the Reds World Series talk right now. It's still the Reds, perhaps 500 team. Top says D-backs first 5 looks interesting. I'm already on that. We're going to get there. We're going to get there very soon. So, I understand exactly what Aunt L sees. But I am afraid. And I'm going to stay off because of it. Okay. Let's move on to Braves-Rays. This is going to be interesting. Kyle Wright. Excited to see what Kyle Wright does. Highly thought of. But he was terrible last year. 0-3, 8.69 ERA, 1.88 whip. That was just in 19 2/3. 18 Ks, 13 walks. And Gwinnett, AAA Gwinnett, he was better. 11-4, 4.17 ERA, 1.26 whip, 116 Ks and 112 innings. Mark Rosado, right now, I was surprised to see a small move towards the Minnesota Wild. So, none yet, but they're coming. And my futures are live. They didn't end with the stoppage, sadly. Paco Healy, Padres minus 139. Michael Irvelina says, I'm fading the Reds against the Cards and Cubs every game this season. Brian Warner on Atlanta on the minus 1.5 line. Okay, let's talk about market moves here with this Brave squad dealing with COVID issues. Tampa Bay opens up at minus 135. They're still there at Bet365. There's been no move. There's been a 5-cent move towards the under. Mark Rosado liking the Braves as well. Braves smashed righties last year. 258, 790 OPS. Let's take a look at what this Braves lineup is expected to be. Acuna, Albies, Freeman, Ozuna, Adams, Riley, Swanson, Enciarte, and they're expecting to have d'Arnaud back in the lineup, which will help. Catch Caleb, by the way, on that team total over for the Cubbies, over 4.5. And I get it. Rizzo, 3 for 11 with 3 homers. Contreras hitting 357. JL saying Acuna has struggled. He's still a monster. Brian Warner, Braves -1.5 at +180 at the moment. Why not? That's what he says. Rays, 253, 760 OPS versus righties. This is a very talented ball club. Very talented ball club. 15-6 in the last 21 games against NL competition. Chirinos, 9-5, 3.85 ERA, 1.05 WHIP last year. Very talented. The Braves have struck out 52 times in 4 games. Just what JL's talking about with Acuna. And Wright made the ball club last year, opening day roster. 5th overall pick in 2017 out of Vanderbilt. Look, I think d'Arnaud is going to be helpful. And I think Wright has a big upside. But I'm not going to fade the Rays. They're very talented. And I don't know if I want to get in the midst of a market move, even though it's small. Ron Crawford says 3.80 FIP at Gwinnett. Stud for Kyle Wright. Okay. Look, I have action. So me passing these games early. Also, I need to succeed. My life depends on it. So this makes me uncomfortable. I want to see what Kyle Wright does. Paco Lee says we're getting a better price on the Rays. At this point, I think the Rays are a very, very good ball club. Props profit, the 3 bets I've locked in, and we're almost there. I'm on, and I know it's Homer Bailey Day, but I'm on the first 5 under 6 at -115 in Cardinals Twins. I'm on the Diamondbacks first 5 at -110 and the Dodgers first 5 at -135. All righty. Let's keep rolling. We're going to roll into Brewers Pirates. Very interesting to see this 33-year-old Josh Lindblom. Barely seen him in the show. Last time we saw him in the show, 2017 with the Pirates, 10 in the 3rd innings. Then he goes over to Doosan, and he's electric. Guy's magic for the Doosan Bears. Look at these numbers. KBO's most valuable player last year, 20-3. 2.50 ERA, 1 WHIP, 189 Ks, just 29 walks. Oh, yeah, Matt Randall's tank play of the day. Matt Randall's tank play of the day is the Braves. It's another reason why I don't want to. Okay, of course. Doosan Bear, says Andrew G. Liz Bastick joining us, cheering on the Cubbies. Catch Caleb, they have some professional hitters on that squad, and we're going to get Twatty Latte on the show often. We're going to have a lot of Twatty Latte and a lot of Noli Knows and others we want. We need more, Ant Al, Matt Randall, guys like that. Eric Jones in the house. And Joey Work, my best bet is on this game. And Al says, who wants to lay -160 with the Brewers? Look, Derek Holland's trash. Let's see what kind of market moves we've had here. Now, Holland also deals with his arm deteriorating through the season. And he's also really trying to play a leadership role with this squad. I know this game means a lot to him. -150, it opens at. 20-cent move towards the Brewers to -170. Brian Warner says Holland is going to get slammed. Brewers hit lefties hard last year. 251, 779 OPS. Pirates hit righties well. 270, 763 OPS. Paco Healy on the over. The total opened at 9.5 and went to 10. All right. 85 Fahrenheit clear. 7 miles per hour out to left center. Derek Holland last year was atrocious. The year before that, with the Giants, he was good. He walked on. It's this thing that we talked about how Holland was going to fall apart last year. And it's this mental thing. Holland has no job. He's discarded by every team in the league. He walks on to the Giants. His whole life is on the line. And he throws well because he's a high-character guy. Then he comes back into this season, into the next season, which was last year, on the squad, expected to do something. He's terrible. The King, what's up? The King in the house. I'm on 3 looks so far. I'm on the first 5 under 6 in Twins Cardinals. But the bets I like the most. Diamondbacks first 5 minus 110. Dodgers first 5 minus 135. But I believe that's gone up to minus 150. We're getting close to those games. And there's AL, who beats MLB year after year after year. Says it doesn't matter if Holland gets touched or not. Laying this price with the Brewers is not a long-term profitable proposition. And that's beautifully put. Beautifully put. The Queen and the King are now meeting each other. I like it. Respect. Okay, let's keep going here. So Pirates open the year, 0-1 at home, 1-3 overall. We talked about Lindblom, 5.97 ERA in 6 career Major League starts, 33-year-old journeyman. Most recent start, 2014 for the A's. He was incredible with the KBO. Then we have Holland. 8.10 ERA in 8 starts last year. Out of the bullpen, he was fine, 4.53, but that's because you go lefty-lefty. Irie Soul in the house. The White Sox make me uncomfortable. And I'm staying off of betting White Sox games right now. In this situation, if I had a free bet, I know Savali could be dangerous. I'm going to watch these kids pitch is what I'm doing. Sean Moser, loving Atlanta, first 5 money line. Says, not a single hitter on the Rays has faced Kyle Wright. Trino was late arrival to Rays summer camp. Like the pitching matchup here. Nicely put. Ooh. Okay. So let's keep rolling through this Brew Crew game. And I have leans that I would like to make moves on. They just haven't popped up yet. If I had a free pick, Brian Warren said, look, I have no problem with that, Brian. It's imperative that I succeed. And if I cut down my quantity of plays, I think I can be better. So I'm going to keep shit tight, Brian. Keep shit tight. It's the only way I'm going to possibly succeed. Okay. Brewers won the series opener 6-5 last night in 11 innings. Holland has nice starts in 11 career appearances against the Brewers. Has nice stats, I should say. 1-0, 1.74 ERA, 11 career appearances, 2 of them starts. I know, I feel you, Bri, but I'm gonna keep shit tight, man. I'm not gonna go heavy quantity. There's a lot of moving parts, and I desperately want to succeed. And Brewers Pirates will not be on my card. Let's move over to Royals Tigers, and shout out to all you great cappers who had the Royals yesterday. Nice work. And it was fun to see them come back with some big bats. 84 Fahrenheit, clear, 12 miles per hour out to left center. And I wish I could drive down and get tickets for this game. I only go to games when shit teams are playing so I can get nice seats for a tiny price. JL, I think that could be said. JL saying, isn't Bueller a different guy on the road, Jimmy? I'll tell you what Bueller is. And we don't know everything about him, but we know he's a passionate guy. And it probably hurts him a little bit. He wants to win this game. I think he wants to win this game. I think the Dodgers want this game much more. And if it's Framber, Valdez, and Walker, and I got a minus 135, The minus a half was minus 115. They're giving me 20 cents. I couldn't believe how little that was. All right. I hear you, Susanna. It's an age-old question. An age-old question. All right. Beautiful razor sharp. No, we haven't. So stick around, please, for that, because I've also made a move on that game. We got razor sharp picks in the chat right now. Razor sharp picks rolling with us. MMA Locker Room says, imagine how bad Astros want to win to silent everybody. You make a good point. DX Filer got Dodgers first 5 money line minus 130. Nice job, DX. Again, we are on this show. We are focusing and talking about the legal American sports books. So there's going to be lines that some of the cappers in the chat can get that I won't be able to get. And Al says everybody wants to win. Who cares? I think Bueller's going to be emotional today. I think he's going to roll. But I hear you. And Al, important point. And Gas Station Sushi now says take the Twins and Astros money line today. That's from our Gas Station Sushi. By the way, Gas, what a race Flint Stroll ran. Just a quick aside for you guys. Gas Station had a horse running on the first at Del Mar on Saturday. I believe it was Saturday. And didn't get out of the gate. He didn't buckle, but he didn't get out of the gate quite as fast. That cost him half length. And he ran green light at times. He looks like he's spectacular. He came third. He was a half length out of the win. I think you have a special horse with Flint Stroll. And it went on 11-1 was the price. I can't wait to bet Flint Stroll next race. I think you have a real special one there, and I can't wait. And I'm very thankful to live vicariously through your ownership of Flint Stroll. All right, let's keep rolling. Yes, they do, props. Yes, they do. But, I mean, we're talking about Bet365. It's only available in Jersey, so it's... I hear you, props. The horse's name is Flint Stroll. Also a great name. I'll pop it in the chat right here. Flint Stroll is the name. It was just a beautiful horse. Great run. It's going to be so much fun living vicariously through that. Okay. Let's go. No, I'm in Canada. I'm in Toronto. I'm Parkdale Jimmy, man. Surprised we can't hear the siren sounds, but they're here and they're often. JL, I couldn't believe I was only getting 20 cents. Omar Perez, I love it. And everybody, all the horse cappers, we all get together Saturday, August 8th for the Traverse Stakes. JL, I couldn't believe I was only getting 20 cents for minus a half. I couldn't believe it. Minus 135 to minus 115. I was shocked. JL says, well, it's because you got AC now. Prop says Parkdale Jimmy knows the best corners. Parkdale Jimmy. They know Parkdale Jimmy outside. I'll tell you that much. Diehard MMA podcast. There's our man Clint in the house. I know the Whitney is this Saturday, Dennis. It's I'll talk about what's going on for me this Saturday throughout the week. But that I would love to have started this Saturday, and I can't. I'm unable to. There's Jigga909. We started by shouting out our man Jigga909, who gave us love. It was erased, but love. He was the first person in the chat, but that chat was erased by Showtime. Okay, let's keep rolling. Royals, Tigers, 84, 59, 12 miles per hour out to left center. It took a long time for us to get the pitchers, and we have them now. Kyle, and we thought it was Dario Agrizal, but it's not. And it's back to Agrizal. Okay, so we have no line. We can still talk about this game, though. Kyle Zimmer will be pitching for the Royals. but it's a bullpen day for the Royals, and we've already seen their bullpen look terrible. Oh, Dennis, I can't wait to talk about it. And I will. We have Dennis Garcia in the chat, just spectacular thoroughbred handicapper. We have a bunch of them in the chat, but Dennis' articles on odds.com are spectacular. I will pop the article into the chat here, and I wish I could be doing this Saturday for the Whitney. I do. I really do. All right, Raymond Reichard dropping his place. Let's keep rolling. Kyle Zimmer, journeyman, bullpen. AAA Omaha last year went 2-4, 4.33 ERA. Oh, there's Gas. Gas, I saw. He ran green. He was not, Flintstone was not fully focused the whole time, or it would have won. But talent. There's raw talent there, which must be so fun. Oh, Omar Perez, what's Ron Crawford saying? Zimmer is the primary. No, I'm really keeping my shit tight right now, Omar. And I've only made 3 bets so far, but I'm close to adding a couple, but I do want to talk them over. I would love that, Matt. Matt, as soon as I can drive across the border, I'm there. It's one of my favorite cities, too. Von Polo, I'm also taking Uncle Chuck. Ben Martin, I missed the pony shows as well. We'll be back for sure. Travers Stakes Day. If we have a big, we have a big crew with us, and I would like to do more of it. Manny R., greetings from the Bay Area. Is there a better area in the world? Probably not. Max bets from Lamont Williams are in. Atlanta money line, Cleveland run line. So I'm guessing that's game 1 for Lamont. Okay, let's stay focused. Okay, Ronnie Garcia. So who do they have here for RotoWire as the... Yeah, they have Ronnie Garcia. Who knows what the hell's going to happen? Agrizal. I thought Agrizal had some potential last year with the Pirates, but they released him. The Royals are hitting 5 runs in that 3-game series, and then they explode for 14. Michael Franco gets on the board. Merrifield misses a cycle by a triple. The Tigers' bullpen's so weak. They just seem like a perfect team to live bet against if you can. Anytime they're ahead. They bring in Kyle Funkhauser, Bo Burrows, and Anthony Castro in the game yesterday. All make their major league debuts and give up 10 runs combined, 4 homers and 4 1/3. They're bad. They're bad. DeKing, I'm on the Dodgers. First 5, I'm very comfortable. Level Up's locking his action in. Dennis Garcia says Uncle Chuck will be grossly overbet in the Travers. I'm very excited to see the betting, Dennis. I'm very excited to see because there's more than just Uncle Chuck and Tiz in that race. I love Max Player. Level Up making moves here. Ben Martin on Royals money line. There's Noli Nose in the house. Arizona, Texas, first 5, under 5. From Noli Nose. V-Berry, it's tough. In fact, what I will do now this year in a situation like this, let's just see what the market moves, because we're going to get to that Dodgers game shortly. Let's move to first 5. Let's see exactly what it is. I would like not just to pat myself on the back, but it's just a 15-cent move. Let me get that confirmed on Bet365. Bueller, Valdez. Come on. Yeah, just a 15-cent move, but it's an important 15-cent move. It depends what your book is giving you for that first 5, or that -0.5, excuse me, because Bet365 isn't giving you anything for it. It's bullshit. Okay, now they're giving you 30 cents. So they were giving you 20 cents before. Is that enough? I don't know if it is. I don't know if it is. Okay. Let's keep rolling. Some comments I want to jump up here. And George Wood saying Savali's a stud. First 5 shutout for him. Okay, let's keep rolling here. Royals, Tigers, we have no line. But we now have lines for the Mets Red Sox game. Let me make sure that's facts here. And it's the next one for me. Yes, it is. Okay. Lee West in the house. Nice to see you, Lee. Hope you are good, my man. And sadly, I am off, but I'm off game 1 of the doubleheader. But Taint play of the day. Oh, no, Taint play of the day is Braves, excuse me. But we have Taint. Taint is on the White Sox. Anthony L says Mets with David Peterson pitching. 23-year-old David Peterson pitching in Tex, my man. Sean Glass in the house. And Aunt L just got in on the Mets. Okay, so we have a 23-year-old pitcher who looked okay in Double-A Binghamton last year, going up against a 27-year-old journeyman who should not be pitching in Major League Baseball. Let's see what number we're going to get right now. 11.5. Wow. There's Jimmy J in the house. Okay. 86 Fahrenheit, partly cloudy at Fenway. 7 miles per hour, out to left center. Matt Hall for the Tigers in 2019. 27-year-old journeyman went 7.71 ERA, 1.84 whip. He looked terrible. 15 walks, 23 in the third. At AAA Toledo, he was just as bad. I mean, we saw how bad the Tigers were last year. Matt Hall couldn't even crack that lineup, and he's a lefty. 5-4, 5.30 ERA, 1.54 whip for Matt Hall at AAA Toledo. Awful. And the Mets smashed lefties. They did last year, 272, 799 OPS. There's Chris Brady in the house. Great to see you, Chris. I agree. You have to fade Matt Hall. You have to. A. Hilly in the house. Boston's lost 3 straight. They win that opening day 13-2 and then just lose. They lead the AL in average at 283 right now. Their starters have a 7.02 ERA, and that's not going to change. They're a bad baseball team. His first major league start, he's not going to last long. Nate Dogg says, grab Seattle plus money today. That's a lean that I have that I want to talk out. I love that you're already on it, Nate Dogg. Fat Wally's got his action. Wow, and Von Polo saying Pat Mahomes, new owner of the Royals, part owner. Wow. White Sox plus 120 for the first game. Cubbies minus 106. Oakland first 5 minus a half. Wow, and alternate odds for the Oakland over 6.5 runs at plus 180. Taking the Cardinals and Minnesota game over alternate line as well. Wow. Wow. I agree. I think that we have to fade the Red Sox. By all means, any means necessary. Especially with Matt Hall. You're getting a slight minus 120 favorite spot. I don't want to be too late to the party. That's my only concern. First 5, minus 120, first 5, full game, first 5. And if you want the Mets team total over, it's going to cost you 5.5. I guess that's not so bad. 5.5. Wow. I am very... How do you not jump on this? Why not just attack the Red Sox? I don't want to triple up here, but Matt Hall can't break into the Tigers team last year as a lefty. Drexler says might be late June, but the market seems later. Okay. Now, so how we're doing this year is that, and we might change it. The thing is that the issue is almost for statistical record keeping. If I say I'm on the Mets first 5 right now, and I'm using Bet365, a legal Jersey sports book, and then when I go bet it, it's 5 or 10 cents worse, I'm going to give out what I bet it at. So we're going to stick with that, and that will be on Twitter. I mean, I could just sit here and bet it now, but I'm doing the show solo. So no props profit, but we can talk about that. So I'm going to take the Mets first 5 in full game. I hope I get minus 120 on each. That's what's available at Bet365. But I'll tweet that out as soon as the show is over, and then it will become official. But I'm going to double up on the Mets here. Smith's Legacy says, like Seattle, but can we trust that pitcher? I want to trust Justice. So let's get over there. Okay, so I'm going to be on the Mets. Look, Conforto, Alonso, Dominic Smith all hitting homers. Gives me a lot of faith. I think Matt Hall should not be pitched. It's clear the Red Sox aren't trying. And I think they've only lost. I think we might be ahead of it. Okay, that's it. Let's move on. I'm going to double up there. Now we get to a look I did make. And let's see if I beat the odds, because I have a feeling that money's going to start coming in on the over. I took the first 5 under, and I'll break it down why. Under 6. And it scares me. No change right now in the odds. Okay, and Mark Rosado saying Matt Hall is a disgrace. Alex Van Hooser says, what is the taint? The taint play of the day is the Braves. The Braves, Alex. And George Wood play of the day is on the Red Sox. It scares me, George. In Tex, well, we are back in Tex Saturday, August 8th for the Travers Stakes. We're going to do a full day of horse racing. I miss it too in Tex. Okay. First 5 under 6. So let's talk Cardinals Twins right now. I got minus 115 on the first 5 under 6. 83 Fahrenheit clear, 8 miles per hour out to right center. It's a nice hitting weather. You're right, George. They do, but do they care? The King staying away. That scares me. All right. Decisions to be made. I'm going to keep rolling. Carlos Martinez. I'm very curious to see what he can do back in the starting rotation. That's something he wants. He had more surgery on his shoulder. He claims to be ready. Last year, he went 4-2, 24 saves, 3.17 ERA, 1.18 whip. This Twins team is very dangerous. 264, 816 OPS versus righties last year. But I think Martinez can hold them down enough. I think they can hold them down enough. And Al got in on the Twins at minus 119 last night. Great job, Ant. And you'll notice that one of the things that makes Ant so successful in MLB is he locks in the night before. It's something that gas station does as well. Let's see what the market move is here quickly. Wow. It's minus 150 at Bet365. There's Walla Walla Dose in the house. Viper MB got minus 124. The Taint play of the day is a very famous play from this show's history by our man Matt Randall. And the Taint is that little flap of skin between the balls and the anus. Let's stay focused. There's Kobe Valentine leaning Minnesota. Arizona Diamondbacks money line. Kobe Valentine coming in with the Arizona Diamondbacks money line and says, I think St. Louis is going to rest a couple players. There we go. There we go from our Kobe Valentine. Okay, let's talk about this. So, the Cards could not hit righties with any power last year. Why would that change? What have they done to their lineup? In fact, their lineup should be a little softer against righties than it was last year. Look at this. Wong, Edman, Goldschmidt, DeYoung, Carpenter, Molina, Fowler, O'Neill, Bader. Anything else? His Cards lineup is weak. Okay, so yeah, I have Homer Bailey. Sure, you cannot trust Homer Bailey, although he's often been much better at the beginning of the year when he doesn't go through the wear and tear on his arm. Last year was some signs of hope, 13-9, 4.57 ERA, 1.32 whip. You have a team that can't hit righties, and they're going to have to get 7 runs for me to lose here. Joey Work says Cards numbers are great versus Homer Bailey. That was so he faced him in 2019. 5 runs, 4 hits. Ozuna smashed one of them. You know, most of that damage, the 6-16, 5.80 ERA was before. I just think Homer Bailey, we know that he's a character guy that teams like a lot. That's why he keeps getting jobs with his numbers. And it's a chance for him to prove something to this ball club. And this Cardinals team doesn't hit righties. Jay Wash, it has been the most successful play of the day in the show's history. It's the Taint play of the day. Raymond Reichard says Twins offense is scary. They are. DX Filer says character schmachter. I think I can get under 6 first 5. They need to get 7 runs in the first 5 to get me. Anything else says if Homer holds them to 3 runs, the Twins win. Okay. That's action I've already locked in. First 5 under 6 and minus 115 at Cardinals Twins. Then I took the Diamondbacks first 5. I got minus 110. This was a very easy bet for me. And I fade Kyle Gibson all the time. Let's see what's happened now. So it's gone up to minus 120 at Bet365, so a 10-cent move. I do not trust Kyle Gibson. You get a feeling for when Kyle Gibson is pitching well when you watch him. He gets a ton of ground balls. When he's not getting ground balls, something's going wrong. And he's overthinking things. He's trying to figure out why he's not getting ground balls. So he pitches in the loss to Colorado on July 21st, exhibition game. 8 batters on fly balls. Gave up 3 home runs in 5 innings. Oh, and look at that. Paco Healy on St. Louis, team total under 4.5. Team total under 4.5. Mark Hunkerford says, love the Diamondbacks today as well. I'm trying not to double up. And that was a mistake I may have made on the Mets, maybe getting too excited. Vipers on the full game at plus 100. I'm on the first 5 minus 110. The one thing the Rangers did show us was that bullpen looks very strong. Merrill Kelly, 13 and 14, 4.42 ERA, 1.31 whip, 183 in the third innings, 158 Ks, 57 walks. I expect him to continue to improve, and Kyle Gibson might need a few games. Diamondbacks did not hit righties hard last year, 242, 728 OPS. We expect that to change with Starlin Marte in the lineup. Rangers, 257, 54 OPS versus righties. Rangers have not been scoring, 5 runs total. They could explode just like the Royals did. I mean, their lineup isn't that bad. Let's go over the Texas Rangers expected lineup here. Chu, Andrews, Santana, Gallo, Odor, Frazier, Calhoun, Chirinos, Kiner, Falefa. Broth Profit says better games, I think, than St. Louis Twins. I like getting the 6. I wanted to ensure I got the 6. I saw some other books move it to 5.5. So, Diamondbacks have been outscored 21-9 in their first 4 games. I believe in this ball club. George Wood says it's the Rangers' new ballpark. He's absolutely right. Roof is closed. Could be a pitcher's ballpark. The boys were talking about that in the chat. There's the taint play of the day action from our Matt Randall. And there's Andrew G explaining sort of what's going wrong with this Rangers offense. Reese in the house. Great to see you, Reese. Okay, so this was a pretty easy play for me. Diamondbacks first 5 minus 110. Comfortable with it. There's Leonard Porch Jr. in the house. Look at that. Look at Lou Chase Fox. Bullish. Lou Chase Fox going right up against the taint play of the day. Kobe Valentine saying Texas really isn't a good team. There's Alexis Santiago in the house. Ron Lofton says Diamondbacks will score runs. Sean Moser says Rangers fan. Hate our lineup. Hate the new ballpark. Hate our new general manager. I like this. I like this spot. This could have been a double up. And look, if I get to a point where I got 5 or 6 units up and I can, get some confidence, maybe I'll start doubling up. Lou Chase Fox, we love you. We love you. Matt Randall says Kyle Gascan Gibson. And Smith Legacy going Giants, Royals, Mariners, 3-dog parlay. That'll pay out huge. Okay. Let's keep rolling, shall we? Next up, Dodgers first 5. I got it at minus 135. Again, Bet365 not known for giving you the best lines. They weren't doing it here. I just got in as soon as it came out. Walker Buehler, 14 and 4, 3.26 ERA, 1.04 WHIP. I'm going to take him over Framber Valdez every day of the week. There's DJ Big Boss in the house. Framber Valdez last year, 4 and 7, 5.86 ERA, 1.67 WHIP. 17, 2/3, 68 Ks, 44 walks. 44 walks against a very patient team like the Dodgers. Sure, the Dodgers look bad against the Giants those last 2 games. That gives me a better number. Yeah, it's a great way of doing it, especially teams that the bullpens are so weak like the Tigers. And Kobe Valentine hates that he leans Houston. Now, remember, I'm on the Dodgers first 5. But Gas Station Sushi's come in. He's making a big bet on the Astros today. And Aunt Al has doubled up on the Dodgers first 5, run line, and full game money line. Valdez, 4 and 5, 5.25 ERA in 13 career starts. Not to be trusted. And the days of the Dodgers not hitting lefties are over. It's a different lineup than that lineup that year after year wasn't hitting lefties. They hit 257, 77 OPS versus lefties last year. Now the Astros smashed righties. Smashed them. Buehler's made 1 start against the Astros. 2 runs, 4 hits, 2 walks, 8 Ks over 5 1/3. That was at Dodger Stadium, August 5th, 2018. It's a pretty simple move. Now, minus 150, I don't know if I would, that's a big 15 cents, a lot of big difference. And I told you that at the time when the line first came out, the Dodgers first 5 was minus 135 at Bet365. First 5 minus a half was just minus 115, 20 cents. Gerardo Hernandez says, except Bueller is at another level. It's a very interesting point. Very interesting point from our man Kobe Valentine, which should, it does make a ton of sense. All right, let's keep rolling. Next up, Mariners Angels. This is a game I wanted to talk about. There's a couple I wanted to talk about. Do we make a move on Justice Sheffield and the Mariners' first five? It won't be a full game thing, but is it a spot to take him first five? Because I like Justice Sheffield. And I expect him to be able to do the job here today. There hasn't been much changing here in market moves. Let's just see what it is here at Bet365 right now. First five. Seattle Mariners, still at plus 130. Top set says Dodgers first five and Astros live in play. Luchase Fox from the man himself says, I think the only logical play if you want to bet the Dodgers Astros is the over. I'm off that game personally. Astros are so hard to cap this year with great hitting and horrible pitching. Absolutely, Johnny. Absolutely, Johnny Cage, I got you. So, do we trust Sheffield? He looked very good in both the little spring training opportunities that everybody had. He did not look very good in his 38 and 2/3 last year at times. 18 walks. The Angels didn't hit lefties hard last year. Now they have Rendon. They might not have Andrelton Simmons in the lineup. The Angels scored 11 runs in 4 games, losing 3 of them to the A's. Now that was it without Rendon. And John Katzelnick says, am I the only one person thinking the Cards shouldn't be dogs today with Martinez pitching? I think there's value here with the Mariners' first five, especially Mariners feeling good about themselves, playing the Astros tough. And I can understand Kobe going full game. I don't trust Patrick Sandoval. I think I'm getting a better pitcher, and I'm getting a team that feels good about themselves. And if Andrelton Simmons is not in the lineup, then you have David Fletcher playing a short. I wanted to talk this out. I think I've done that. And I'm going to be adding the Mariners' first five. The question is, do I wait? You think that money will come in on the Angels? First game at home of the year. Interesting question, Props Profit. Top sets on the Angels series, minus 200. There's not going to be a lot of times I want to bet the Mariners. I think this matchup gives me a nice spot. So this is how I'm going to do it. I am going to be on the Mariners' first five. Now, if when I go to bet it after the show, if the market is moving in the Angels' direction, I'm not going to bet it. So that's the plan. So I'll wait to bet it. I'll wait. If I can get 5 or 10 cents extra, I'll take it. Herder Hernandez says money will come in on the Angels and Rendon, but will the money go away if Andrelton is not in the lineup? George Wood saying, is there a line in this Habs Leaf game exhibition? I'll check very quickly here. Let's see if we have one here. Yeah, there is. Yeah, the Leafs are minus 155. So the Habs are plus 135 dogs. The total's at 6.5. And even. There's C-Mac, and there's Connor McLaughlin. Gavin Henry wants to know who's pitching at Parks and Finger Lakes. Gavin, I miss you. By the way, we've had the low bag Summit of Champions in LA. We've had one in Miami. Had one in Toronto. We want one in Jamaica, where you can hit Gavin Henry's horse track. He's an assistant trainer down there. We want a Jamaican low bag Summit of Champions. A. Haley talking about any WNBA looks. If anybody's got WNBA looks, fire them up. Okay, so I am on, and A. Haley loving the Dodgers today. So, Mariners first 5. I'm going to bet, but I'm going to wait. I expect money to come in on the Angels, so I probably won't bet it in about half an hour after the show. Okay, let's move on. Rockies Athletics first 5 over. I do not trust Senzatella, and I don't really trust Mengden, whom I like. JL saying we talk Rockies. I like Sins tonight on the bump. The market was moving towards the under on the first 5. Let's see if that continued, because my first feeling was the over. And I know it's hard betting overs in the Coliseum, but that was my first instinct, was that these guys could get touched. It is at 5.5, which is pretty high for the Coliseum. Ron Lofton says, what does MLB do about the Marlins? It's a very good question. Okay, 60 Fahrenheit clear, 10 miles per hour out to center. Senzatella was trash last year. 11-11, 6.71 ERA, 1.75 WHIP, 124 and 2/3, 76 Ks, 57 walks. Mengden at times was good. At times he was just mustache. 5-2, 4.83 ERA, 1.44 WHIP, 59 and 2/3, 42 Ks, 27 walks. Rockies hit righties hard. A's hit righties hard. Both of them did well against righties last year. 264, 770 OPS for the Rockies. 244, 762 OPS for the A's. Rockies had yesterday off. They win 2 of 3 at Texas to open the season. A's look good, winning 3 of 4 against the Angels, team people believe in. Senzatella was unbelievably bad outside of Colorado last year. 4-7, 7.29 ERA on the road. He has nice career numbers against the A's. Mengden's never pitched against the Rockies. He looked good in the interleague starts. This Oakland bullpen's been very good. 10 consecutive scoreless innings in that 2-game winning streak. They've allowed 1 earned run and 11 hits in 20 1/3. And Liam Hendricks didn't pitch on Monday, so he's ready to go. That tells me I think we can get hits. I think we can get offense. And Al says this game is a pass. Odds are pretty accurate. And Noli knows on the under 9.5. I guess that'll be if I could get a 5, I would try to jump over it. But I'm going to take the first 5 over with the question mark off. And Noli knows making a move there. Ron Crawford, those of you looking for WNBA looks, Ron Crawford is on the links. And Ron Crawford is on the links here. Okay. Let's keep rolling right along because we'll have to do a review as well. And there we go. Wow. Razor Sharp Picks, gas station sushi on the same action. Woo, Razor Sharp Picks in the business. The Astros business. Wow. Wow. Wild. Don John, 2-team parlay. Dodgers run line and Twins run line. And Aaron D wanting to know if it's okay if he puts his house on the Braves. Depends how big your house is. You could put my apartment on the Braves. Sure, no qualms. All right, let's move over to Padres Giants. Then we're going to go over the Taint play of the day, the Spidey play of the day. We're going to go over people's action. Thank you, J.M., my man. Little 30-year anniversary from 06. DJ Big Boss is on the Dodgers. Padres, Giants. Padres 3-1. Giants 2-2. 61 Fahrenheit clear. 11 miles per hour out to left center. Zach Davies against Samardzija. How does Zach Davies do it? He's a tricky pitcher to cap, man. 10-7, 3.55 ERA, 1.29 WHIP. When he's bad, he's very bad. But when he's good, there's a lot of trouble with his changeup. His changeup becomes very sneaky. 102 Ks and 159 and 2/3. That's it. Going up against a Shark. 11-12 last year, 3.52 ERA, 1.11 WHIP. Sean Glass, first 5 under. And Robert Kahn going out and saying Braves are a bad team this year. Good starts for both squads. Neither team could hit righties at all last year. Robert Cherry says, I like the Padres in this spot. They have the best bullpen coming in the season. I don't trust Giants pitcher. He choked a lot last season. I like your look, Robert. And Jordan Nordman. Jordy's also on the Astros. Ooh. Oh, that's going to be fun. Joe Rich Ramirez leaning San Diego, like the first 5 under better. Let's take a look at what we're dealing with. Market moves. Right now, let's take a look. Padres, Giants, the final game on the card, and then we will review our action. Padres open up as minus 150 favorites. 10-cent move at Bet365. They're now minus 140. Padres look good. Giants got a day off yesterday after back-to-back wins over the Dodgers, split that 4-game series. Davies, 2.05 ERA in 4 career starts against the Giants. You know, Davies going to love pitching in San Francisco. I'm sure he has. I got to pull up his record against the Giants. Samardzija faced the Padres 4 times last year, 3.33 ERA. And money coming in. I think this is a nice spot to I agree. The Giants put everything into beating the Dodgers. Now, do I want to go up against this market move is the question. C. White, what up? C. White in the house. Lot of talk about this Dodgers game. Interesting. And Al, if you can get plus 140 on the Giants, would be a play. But right now, the game is a pass other than the over. Rafael Velez, we've had some looks come in on NBA preseason in the chat. I have not put my focus towards that, but we do have one official play for the start of NBA regular season games, and that is the Magic minus 6.5 over the Nets on Friday. I think this is a nice spot. If we have any faith in Zach Davies, I think this is a nice spot to bet the Padres. I really do. Just feel like this could be a letdown. Padres feel good about themselves. Brian Warner's on Padres minus 1.5. I think it's a letdown spot, and I'm going to take advantage of it. I'm going to take Padres minus 1. So I think I'm going to take Padres minus 1. Let me just see what that is exactly here. Sorry. I also have the run line calculator given to us by Ron Crawford. The Padres, it's a minus 140 and a plus 125. Shit, I don't have it up here. Okay. Looks very bad, Arthur Meade Jr. Looks like there will not be CFL this year. Tom Set says, Jimmy, you're chasing here. Don't do it. I like this spot. I will, Dante. Great to see you. I think this is a great time to fade the Giants. There's Luffy D Monkey coming to us live from Mumbai. You can get better than that, Chris. You can get plus 125. I'm doing it. Top set. I think this is a great time to do it. All right. Okay. Let's review. First off, go over the record. Unlucky to be here, but this is where we're 6-6. We're up 0.36 units. We have an ROI of plus 3%, and our average line is plus 110. Padres minus 122 for minus 1.5. You mean plus 122? And Kobe Valentine saying, be careful with San Francisco rest. Jeez, look at that gas station. Tell me you hit that. Please tell me you hit that. Okay, let's go over the action. First off, Matt Randall, team play of the day is the Braves. Spidey's play of the day is on the Giants. Giants plus 125, Rangers minus 105, Reds minus 115 for Spidey. You hit it 4 times? Jeez, gas. That's spectacular. Kobe Valentine, best bet, Diamondbacks. Let's go over all of my action here because I'm with Kobe on the Diamondbacks. All right, here we go. We'll see. Top set, my man Elio, we will see. I believe it'll be a letdown spot. Day off. You come back against the Padres in your empty stadium. And Patrick box breaks. Looking at that 4.5 over-under versus. I'm staying off that game. Dennis Garcia is on the cards, plus 130. Brian Warner, it looks like they may have Darno back today. You guys will know better than me. I know. Respect, top set. I don't want to. I think Aunt L said it perfectly. With the White Sox, Indians, and Joe Yurkovich said, they're putting up as many lefties as they can, these Indians, to go up against these who struggle against lefties. But I do not want to back and this is from Aunt L, quote unquote, I don't want to back a minus 140 team that has a much worse lineup than the opposition. The White Sox have a much stronger lineup. So, all right, here's my action. Where did it start? I'm off. Okay, so we'll just go. So I'm off game 1 of White Sox Indians. I'll watch it and see if I feel like there's a angle for game 2. Phillies Yankees postponed. I'm off Jays Nationals. I'm very curious to see what Rourke and Voth do. I'm going to watch. Cubs Reds. I can't back the Reds even if I believe Alec Mills can get touched when I don't know what's going on. I don't know what is going on with COVID. We know that Moustakas and Senzel are sick, and I just Louis Pisani says, I love the Cubs here. I get it. But I'm off. Look at this. Kobe Valentine. Very interesting stuff from our guy Kobe. All right. So then we go to Braves Rays. I want to watch Kyle Wright. I'm staying off. Brewers Pirates. I don't like this Brewers squad, but I expect them to light up. I expect them to light up Lindblom, but I also can't. Oh, we got Brian Warner's action up as well. I can't take this Brew Crew squad, no matter how much I dislike Derek Holland, when there's been a 30-cent move, and they're now minus 180, so let's forget about that. Royals-Tigers. Debo Caps is on the over in the Royals-Tigers game. It's a high number, 11.5. Yes, JL, I did. We're going to get there in a second. JTMMA, what a guy. Thank you. I'm doubling up on the Mets. I know, Bri. I know. That was a mistake. Doubling up on the Mets. First 5 full game. I think Matt Hall's going to get touched. David Peterson might get touched too. And this could turn out to be a mistake because I'm trying not to double up anywhere, and here I'm doubling up on this game, and it makes me uncomfortable. I'm on the first 5 under 6 and -115, Cardinals and Twins. We talked all about it. Diamondbacks first 5, -110. I love it. I absolutely love that look. Dodgers first 5. I got in at -135. I'm adding the Mariners first 5. But again, when I go bet it in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, if there's a market move moving towards the Angels, I'm going to wait and wait and wait. I'm going to wait as long as I can. Rockies, A's, I'm off. Padres, I'm going to take on the -1 line. I'm going to. Kobe says, best of luck to me. I'm out for some lunch. Crush it. Can't wait to hear analysis for NHL when it returns. I'm very, very excited as well. Very, very excited as well. JT MMA Shabazian by KO in the main event for JT MMA. Asher D says, bets. I imagine he means best bets. And if I was going to take a best bet here with the market as it stands, let's see how bad that Arizona first 5 is now. It'd be the Diamondbacks first 5. And right now, it's moved 10 cents. So it'd be Diamondbacks first 5. All righty. Let's be back here tomorrow, plus units. Plus units here tomorrow. And also, big Saturday, August 8th. Travers Stakes Day. Horses all day long. Those of you making moves on the thoroughbreds, jump over to odds.com. Check out my man Dennis Garcia's article. I have to get it here. What the hell is it? All right, I'm going to have to find it. I'll tweet it out. Oh, nothing today. Okay, that's it. Nothing today. Sorry, Dennis. Raj Desai says, what's the Padres play again? The Giants are rested. All that. Sure. But I'm going to take... Oh, shit, it's Tuesday. I'm totally sorry, Dennis. That's my fault. Of course, Wednesday through Sunday. Of course, it's my fault. I'm going to take the Padres -1. There he is, Matt Randall, star of the Taint Play of the Day. Brian Warner. Taint Play of the Day today is the Braves plus money. The Braves plus money. And Spidey's Play of the Day, Giants plus 125, Rangers -105, Reds -115. Von Polo says, how do you feel about maximum security? I'm going to dive more into it. You know I love the horse. I just want to study it a little more right now before I... But I love maximum security. And maximum security has a big heart, will take care of us. But I want to study a little more. I've got nothing without these great cappers in the chat. Thank you so much for supporting Betting with the Bag here at Odds HQ. Raj Desai in the house. Alex Ramirez, Dennis Garcia, Paco Healy. Take a look at Paco Healy's action while we close this up. Mr. Gokster, Razor Sharp picks 2 units on the Stros. For Razor Sharp picks. Chris Brady. We got Reese. Levi Kressler says, let's get that taint. Lou Chase Fox, like in Kevin Holland and UFC. The King. Fat Wally. Ty Clinton. Von Polo. What a great, great group. Dennis Garcia. Mark Unkefer. Andrew G. Shane Snary taking Leafs puck line tonight. Buzznuts. Buzznuts got a little parlay up here. Let's get Buzznuts parlay up here. Buzznuts. Buzznuts. Good looking little parlay right there. Plus 867. Debo Caps. Indians first 5 under. Asher D, Andrew G, MMA Locker Room, The King. Let's come back plus units tomorrow. Let's get that cash. Let's go. Leche, Halos Bookmakers. Eat. Thank you guys for watching. Get paid in full.